Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Courtney, and guess what? Mr. Cheap is back, so here we go.
YouTube, what's going on? Mr. Cheap here with another Creative on the Cheap DIY voiceover video. In today's video, we're going to use a black wire basket. I don't know why we're using a black one because she's probably going to paint it white at some point, but we have a black wire basket that we have taken the handle off of. Baskets don't work well with handles, so just take them off. And what you're going to do is wrap it with a bunch of string and then light it on fire because she did a bad job of it, so we might as well just burn this whole thing down. It's not catching on fire. That's not a great lighter for this. They do make kind of those torches that have like a little propane tank, and you click them. That's not toilet paper. That's a piece of regular paper, so this is mislabeled. So far we have set the handle of the basket on fire, and now we have mislabeled regular paper and called it toilet paper, and we're putting it on a gift tag so that we can give someone the gift of toilet paper that's not toilet paper, except that we cut the little tag part off of the gift tag, and now we're gluing the not toilet paper onto the not gift tag. She has reattached the handle that she tried to light on fire. I guess once she couldn't burn it and get rid of the evidence, she decided to use it as a part of the craft anyway and put it onto the black wire basket, which is still a black wire basket. Now we have taken the gift tag that is not a gift tag with the paper that is not toilet paper stuck onto it, put it onto the front, and put actual toilet. Oh, we're labeling our toilet paper now. For any of you that don't know, that white thing in the basket is toilet paper. Now, we are going to take, are these paint stirring sticks? I can't see the ends of them. Yep, paint stirring sticks. The way that you know that they are paint stirring sticks is because they have a scalloped end on the very end of the handle so that you know which end to grab. Now, that's pretty dumb because everyone knows that once you use the paint stirring stick to stir the paint, you grab the end that doesn't have paint on it when you pick it back up. If you can't figure that part out, I don't think a scalloped end is going to help you very much either. Now, normally you just dip this into the paint and stir with it, but Courtney didn't want it to look messy when she put it in, so she's going to go ahead and put some of the paint on it in advance so that it already looks messy and you don't feel bad when you stick it in and get it all messed up stirring paint with it. She has also cut the scalloped end off, which means that there is no longer a clean part of the paint stirring stick to hold on to, which, as you can see if she shows us her hands again, is why she has paint and stain all over her fingers. Courtney is very, very messy when she crafts, and by very, very messy, that's an understatement, but I only have so much time in this video to say very so many times. Also, her craft room is an absolute mess. I'm pretty sure that there's paint stains on the carpet, and there are rags with paint on them all over the place. If she has to spray paint, she does still go outside, but for all of the rest of the painting, she does it here in the craft room and just makes a mess. Now, these are bells. I'm not really sure. Oh, flower pots, maybe? Yeah, but they're flower pots. But we're not going to use them as flower pots. We're going to make a candlestick out of it. She's going to stack one on top of the other. Oh, look, she painted them again because we don't ever use anything in the color it comes in. We have to paint it a different color first. Not candlesticks. These are not candlesticks. We are going to take a tube of toothpaste that has a special roller on, though not toothpaste, some sort of adhesive product. We will take the adhesive product and put it on the not candlestick plant holders. I don't know what you call those. Pots. Plant pots. Those are plant pots. We put plant pots on it. Oh, it's a paint stand. This is made to hold your little jars of paint that she's put on top of them here. And it looks like maybe she's putting hooks in there so that you can hang the paint upside down. And then what happens is you hold your container that you want the paint in underneath it, and you unscrew the lid, and gravity just makes it all flow straight down into your container. This is a chain that you can use to attach the lids to the paint jars so that you don't lose the lids. You will, lose the lid to the paint jar and then it dries out inside, and that's just wasteful, and, you end up spending a whole bunch more money than you need to because you're only using the paint one time and then it dries out. But this way you can attach the lids to the paint jars and hang them upside down at the same time. So I'm guessing that the plant pots are going to be like attached to the ceiling, and then we're going to hang the paint jars down. Now she's hung it upside down here. Normally you want to attach those plant pots to the ceiling so that your paint jars can hang upside down, and then use the chain to attach the lids to the paint jars so that you don't lose them. I think maybe she just took the video and turned it upside down when she was editing here, but that's the way that you would normally do that, and the way that I would have done it had I been the one completing this project. I will do more projects in the future. For those of you who haven't seen, I have done 2 hand turkeys and a wreath. It was a Christmas wreath. I will try and do more wreaths in the future, and we will auction them off for charity because they're worth a lot of money. Now, she crafted these 3 house-shaped wooden blocks with string on them, but she doesn't like the string on them anymore, so she's going to take those off. Plus, 2 of them are pretty much identical to each other, and it doesn't work real well when you're creating different things to set around the house when 2 of them look exactly alike. So she's going to take the string off of one of those as well that says home so that it can look a little different, and then one will have string and one won't. And now we are heating up a paint scraper. I have no idea why we're heating up the paint scraper. It does not scrape paint better when it's hot. And we tried to set things on fire with a cheap lighter at the beginning of the video, and that didn't work. So now she's trying to set things on fire with a heat gun, which also does not work. Paint scrapers are designed to scrape things. They're not designed to pry things off, which appears to be what she is attempting to do here. She's attempting to pry something off, and for that you would want to use something that pries. Oh, she's gotten everything off. Now we're all good. Yay! No more problems here. This is a library book that Courtney checked out 17 years ago from the local public library. I believe she's racked up $837 in fines so far on it, and at that point I think she just figures, hey, $837, I bought the book, I'll just rip the pages out, and then there won't be any evidence when the library police raid our house looking for the missing library book. So she's going to use the pieces of the book to craft with, since she cannot burn it because she's tried twice to set things on fire in this video and it has not been successful. So instead, we'll just get rid of the evidence by turning it into a crafting project. I don't remember what the book was. I don't think Courtney actually read it. For those of you who don't know, I don't think Courtney can actually read. She normally communicates via pictograms, just, emojis in text messages. Also, she and all of the other YouTube crafters that have their little chit-chat groups are too lazy to type and to text each other, so they record voice messages and send them via text. I'm not sure that any of them are actually able to read and write, therefore we just use library books for crafting projects. Makes things a whole lot simpler. Now, we took the string off of all of these, so why don't we just put the string back on? Because that makes a whole lot of sense. We took all of that time and effort to take the string off, and now we're just going to put it back on. We didn't even bother changing the wooden bead out to a different sized wooden bead. Pretty lazy on Courtney's part. I apologize to all of y'all that were expecting something more creative here, but apparently it was a bad day for her after she got done using the wrong tools to try and disassemble the crafting project that she originally had. She's now going to glue the string back onto it. These things look almost identical to what they looked like before, except that the string has moved down lower and we've used a stolen library book to paste onto the front of it after hacking at it with a paint scraper for an extended period of time and trying to set things on fire. Do not try this at home. Now, we have more house-shaped things. The theme today is house-shaped items. And there you go, they're all crafted. Yay, she's finished with it. She didn't even show you how to do it. Horrible explanation video. I obviously don't have her audio here to tell you. Oh, no, we're back. Okay, apparently that was supposed to go at the end of the video, and now it's back in the beginning of the video so that you knew what she was going to make before she made it. Maybe she said something like, can you guess what I'm going to make out of these? And then she showed that. And now, as usual, we are going to take something that came in one color, in this case a wood finish, and a herringbone pattern, psychedelic red, yellow, and blue, and we're going to paint it white, because we paint everything white before we do anything with it. From now on, when you go to the Dollar Tree, the Hobby Lobby, the wherever you buy your crafting supplies, just buy white stuff, because apparently you're just going to paint everything white anyway, and it's a whole lot simpler that way. This is not the best way to cut wood. This is a great way to dull your cutting blade on whatever it is. I think those are the miter shears or whatever she has. I prefer to use a large table saw, especially with very small pieces of wood like that, and I just hold it in my hands and move it right past the saw blade. It's also how I trim my fingernails. That is an advanced technique. I don't recommend that you all go and try that right away if you do have a table saw at home, but once you have an advanced table saw degree like I do, you're able to do things like trim your nails on the table saw. Now, we have what appears to be broken glass. Don't know if any of you remember the old Saturday Night Live episode with fun toys that weren't really toys, but things that no one should ever play with, like the Bag-O broken glass and the Bag-O rusty nails. So she's taken some of this broken glass and she has put it into glass bottles. So now we have bottles filled with pieces of broken glass and little cactus cutouts. Oh, Arizona people, I told you at some point she was going to do an Arizona-themed craft, and now we have it. Here's our Arizona-themed craft. We have incorporated cactus into the Arizona-themed craft, even though I don't think that those are necessarily Arizona cactus, because they don't look like the saguaro. Is it saguaro or saguaro? Is the G silent? Someone comment down below and tell me. I have seen one, an actual live one up close. I had worked for a company in Arizona for a while, and my boss put one in his backyard, and it's apparently very expensive to move these big, huge things around, whatever. It was cool looking. They're very old. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Now, apparently, we're just going back through and showing all of the completed projects in this video. I've already told you what they all are, so we really don't need to go through all of this again. You can pause the video there if you'd like and read some of the stolen library book. Thank you guys for watching today. If you want to see more videos like this, I bet Courtney will link something in the description down below with more voiceover videos. Until then, we'll see you next time. Have a great day.